Hi guys, and welcome back to Reads Readers with your host, Clinton Reed. And today, as the title suggests, we're bringing you the Merry Bookmas announcement. Yes, I look a little disheveled, but you know what? Today is one of those, I just want to be comfy, and I don't freaking care anymore, okay? Y'all know me by now, so cool. I have some books here for some suggestions. For some, I have one for every challenge. There are two challenges that I don't really have a book to show you. But that'll make sense when we get through them. But I also did an added, they're all queer. I wanted to see if I could do this with only queer books, and I did, and I'm excited. So, if you don't know what the Merry Bookmas Readathon is, it takes part the entire month of December, and I am co-hosting this with my lovely two best friends here on BookTube, Mel from Completely Melanie and Kaylani from Kaylani Simply Me. Both of them will be linked down below, and for those who are returning, welcome. I'm pretty sure you've already seen Mel's announcement and Kaylani's announcement. We all probably recommended different things. We're gonna do this a little different on my channel because I don't have the group book yet. I have the audiobook and the ebook, but I don't actually own a physical copy. So if you want to actually see what the actual book is, I will have that linked, the Goodreads for it, linked down below as well. Whenever you guys get done with this, go down there. Because I won't be telling you like hardly anything because I don't really know a lot about the group book, but I'm still excited because it's one of those I don't want to know a lot of details about. But let's just get into these 12 amazing prompts. And what we like to do every year with Merry Bookmas is we like to do something different now. Like last year we did romance tropes. This year we're doing the 12 holiday treats of Bookmas. So I'm super excited. So let's just get into this. I don't want to be here all day. I know you don't want to be here all day. I'm pretty sure you've already watched 2 other videos. So let's just get into the challenges. And challenge number 1, it's just a staple for every holiday season, at least at my family's establishments. And that is sugar cookies. That is to read something sweet, or a go-to genre, or a comfort read. For me, I thought I would show you one of my favorite comfort reads, and I know it just got a new edition of it with a bonus chapter, which I've already read, but that's like way over there into a long stack, so I went ahead and just grabbed, to me, comfort read is Red, White, and Royal Blue, or like a cutesy kind of romance is kind of my vibe for something that's a go-to or a comfort for me. So I couldn't do this without recommending Red, White, and Royal Blue. Was like, why not? Prompt number 2 is candy canes. To read a book that has both white and red on the cover. Now, I am actually standing next to the red and white sections of our queer shelves, so I have several that I could have used, but I wanted to recommend another one of my favorite romances of the year, and that is Us by Serena Bowen and Elle Kennedy, which is the sequel to Him, which is a Mel hockey inspired romance. And it is a white book with red on the cover, and I thought this was like a perfect book to recommend because I think hockey kills. I don't know what that was, but okay. Challenge number 3, or prompt number 3, is hot chocolate. Read something that is gonna make you hot. Now, you can take this any which way you want. If you want to get all hot and steamy, or if you want to get all hot and steamy and get really mad. So whichever, if you're not really into erotic kind of books, but you're into books that really make you want to punch something, read something like that. And for this, I went more of the hot and spicy kind of route. And I'm going to recommend one of my favorite books of this year, which really got me all hot and steamy. Which, mind you, if I owned a physical copy of another book, I would have recommended that one more. And everybody knows what I'll be meaning when I say Ghost Daddy. That's beside the point. I want to recommend Boyfriend Goals by Riley Hart, which is a really cute, meet-cute romance between two men. So, Milo and Gideon is adorable. The spicy sex scenes. So this book makes me hot. But it also makes me hot, just like cutesy romances also really turn me on too. So you don't actually have to get fully like going to Pound Town to make me hot. I love like wanting to learn about each other and the first dates and stuff like that, all like that turns me on so much. Okay, challenge number 4 is gingerbread cookies, which, as the song goes, you can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread man. That is to read a book with one or more people on the cover. Now you can do illustrated, you can do real people on the cover, just a book with a person on the cover. For this, I wanted to recommend Delilah Green Doesn't Care by Ashley Herring Blake, one of my favorite sapphic romances, because Delilah can get it. Delilah can get it. And I cannot wait for the sequel, Ashford Parker or something, to come out soon. That comes out next month. Oh, or this month when you're seeing this, it comes out. Oh my god, I'm excited. But yes, Delilah Green Doesn't Care. There are people on the cover. Challenge or book number, prompt number 5 is to read a book, is Yule Log Cake, which is inspired by a Yule log that is burned during Yule. So read a book involving magic. If you don't know what Yule is a holiday that most pagans celebrate. I personally prefer Yule over Christmas, but that's more of a me thing. I celebrate Christmas with my family, and I celebrate Bookmas with you guys. And you probably have already seen the announcement. No, you haven't. You'll see an announcement for another Miss thing. But for this, I really wanted to recommend a book that I think everybody needs to go check out, and that is Of Feathers and Thorns by Kit Vincent. 1, cover is stunning. 2, this is set in a 19th century reimagining of America with gay magicians. And there is a wild spirit creature named Oi, who takes place in like a porcelain doll. Porcelain doll part is a little creepy, but I just want to hug Oi so much. But I highly recommend you guys go check out Of Feathers and Thorns. This is a fabulous debut novel, and it is in my top 5 of the year. Just, this is brilliant, and I really wanted to like recommend you guys check it out. Book number, or prompt number 6, which is eggnog. And because eggnog is something you either like it or you don't, that is, we use this for read a book that you're not 100% sure about. Like, you're very intrigued by the premise, you're very intrigued by the story, but it may be something like outside of your comfort zone, or by an author you didn't like before. So it's like something that you really want to give a try, but you're very unsure about. So I looked at the queer books, and this one kept standing out to me because it's something that I'm like very intrigued by, but it's also outside of my norm of what I tend to read. and that is These Violent Delights by Micah Nemerever. And I know this is like historical fiction. Like, I know this was historical fiction, but this is magic. But this is like legit historical fiction. But I'm so intrigued. I don't know what it is about this. It just says this is an exquisitely plotted excavation of the depths of human desire and the darkness it can bring forth in us. So I'm like very intrigued. So this might be something I use for this. Who knows? Challenge number 7 is holiday pudding. And that is just to read a book that involves a holiday. And that is any holiday. If you want to do Christmas, Yule, New Year's, Halloween, Valentine's Day, Arbor Day, Groundhog Day. As long as there's a holiday in it, President's Day, 4th of July, stuff like that, and you're in the mood to read it, check it out. But I do have one that may or may not be used for this prompt because I'm very intrigued by it. Because I am obsessed with the author's other book, and that is You're a Mean One, Matthew Prince by Timothy Janovsky. All I know is this is a queer retelling, or it's inspired by The Grinch Who Stole Christmas, but it's a charming Christmas LGBTQ plus new adult rom-com, perfect for fans of Schitt's Creek and Red, White, and Royal Blue, and I can't tell you how freaking excited I am. Never Been Kissed is still one of my favorite books of all time, so I'm super excited to give this a go. In December, I've been like saving it since it came out for December. Oh, yeah, holiday, Christmas. Next is Sugar Plums. Like sugar plums and fairies dancing in your head. So read a fairy tale, a classic, or a retelling. For this, I know Sterling really, really, really loves this book, and that is Self-Made Boys by Anna Marie McLemore, which this is a remix or retelling of The Great Gatsby, but gay. I want to say it's also trans. Yes, a transgender boy. I know nothing past that, but I am super excited. And I wanted to recommend more trans, and like, I wanted something that I haven't read that I'm excited to read, and I've heard nothing but amazing things about this. Okay. Challenge number 9 might be a little controversial for you guys. That is fruitcake. I know a lot of people don't like fruitcake. I personally don't like fruitcake. But as someone of the LGBTQIA2+ community, and both my co-hosts are part of the queer community as well, we want to take fruitcake, the word fruitcake, and we want to take it back. A lot of us have been called fruitcakes our entire lives. I know I have. I have an uncle who calls me fruitcake. He's the only one allowed to call me fruitcake, or I get pissed. He uses that as a term of endearment. So, when we say fruitcake, read a book involving an LGBTQIA2+ character, which I could just go all of these. We're not trying to be mean or anything when we say that. I just wanted to put that out there, the little disclaimer. As queer people ourselves, we are stealing back that word. Call me a fruitcake. Aw, thank you for calling me a fruitcake. I didn't know you. I know I've got some fruitcake back here for you, honey. Type thing. So for this is just to read a book with LGBTQIA2+ characters. And for that, I really wanted to recommend another one of my favorite authors, and that is Alice Oseman with Loveless. Outside of Heartstopper, this is my favorite Alice Oseman work. This has representation for asexuality and aro and ace, so asexuality and aromantic. There we go. I just don't think about that. And it is is amazing. Now, prompt number 10 is Reindeer Chow. And that is to read a book with an animal on the cover or part of the story. And how am I going to do a recommendation without mentioning TJ Klune at all? So I had to go and recommend Wolfsong by TJ Klune, i.e. gay werewolves, and the gigantic wolf on the cover of this stunning, stunning cover. I love the new covers. These are just amazing. Just, ugh. Challenge number 11 is chestnuts. And that is for you to prepare your favorite holiday treat in the month, anywhere in the month, whether it's food, if it's a dessert, is it a snack, is it a drink, beverage, whatever. Share it on social media, on Twitter, on Instagram, Facebook. Tag us. We want to see whether you tag Mel, me, and Kaylani personally, or tag us. Or tag us on Twitter at Seasonathon. But we want to see y'all's favorite snacks, your favorite drinks, your favorite everything. I know I'm planning on sharing my favorite holiday drink that I normally do for New Year's, but I've been kind of craving it, which is just a beverage with Diet 7-Up, which is now 7-Up Zero, which is so weird, and lime sherbet. I know I will be sharing that on social media. So, and then challenge number 12, which is popcorn garland. Because you put that on the tree, and each popcorn has to come together. So join us and read the group book, and or buddy read a book with a friend. Now the group book, I'm just gonna let you know, I also am gonna have Kaylani and Mel's channels down below, along with the Goodreads connection for it. But that is Hooked by Emily McIntyre. We were honored to be offered certain authors when we went to ask about a different one, and we were honored to be able to have her, and we are excited to read Hooked, which all I know about Hooked is it's a dark romance Peter Pan retelling, which I want to say it's kind of similar to Katie Roberts' Disney After Dark series. I want to say Hooked is supposed to be Captain Hook and Wendy. But other than that, I don't know anything. And I don't want to know anything. On some of these romance novels that are dark and romantic suspense, past trigger warnings, I don't really want to know much, because I like to go into these books blind. I have found some amazing dark romance books lately because of that. Now, those are your challenges. Now let me give you some important dates, which there is going to be a link to a file that'll have all of these dates on there for you, all of the prompts. You'll be able to click on links to get recommendations, and all of that jazz will be linked down below once we have completely created the documents and stuff like that. Now we're still in works on one of them, and the other one is being edited as we speak. I don't know when they'll actually get attached down below, but if they're not attached on mine, go to Mel's announcement, which will have it all. If anything is ever missing from down below on mine, go to Kaylani or Mel's. They're a lot more prepared with this stuff than I am. Let's be honest. But important dates are December 2nd. There will be live reading sprints on Mel's channel at 3 p.m. Eastern. On December 11th at 2 p.m. Central, which is 3 p.m. Eastern, on my channel, I'll be running some sprints for a few hours. But also on December 11th, if you have Netflix and Scener, we're doing another Scener watch-along. But this time, we're only going to do it for one movie. And that is the new one that drops this month, Falling for Christmas. It's supposed to be the new Lindsay Lohan Christmas movie. And I can't tell you how much my nostalgic vibes are super excited for this. Like, listen. And that'll be at 7 p.m. Eastern, which will be 6 p.m. Central, just so you know. And December 15th, there will be more reading sprints on Mel's channel at 3 p.m. Eastern. Same on December 28th. Will be more reading sprints. And on January 7th was the day that we were able to have, we didn't want it to fall on any of the holidays and stuff like that, so the earliest we could do it was either do it the 19th or the 7th. And we want to give everybody a chance to read the group book Hooked by Emily McIntyre. The author live chat will be on Mel's channel on January 7th at 3 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Central, 10 a.m. No, noon California time. And then at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. my time, 5 p.m. Kalani's time, we'll have our After Hours live show to talk about the entire readathon, what we got for Christmas, and we will just be having a blast chatting in the new year. If anybody has new goals they want to share, something they want us to know about, come join us and have a blast. Well, that's all I've got for you guys today for the Merry Bookmas readathon announcements. But I hope you guys join us for the entire month of December. This is going to be a blast. I'm excited and cannot wait to read Hooked. I've wanted to read it for a minute now, and now that I have an excuse, I have to read it. Oh, I'm excited. I need some more dark romance. If anyone's got any, like, really good dark romance recommendations that are queer, let me know. But that's beside the point. Comment that up below. But that's all I've got for you guys today. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up. And if you're new, hit that subscribe. And if you plan on taking part, comment down below and let us know. Are there any prompts that you already know what books you want to read? Are there something you want to recommend for a certain prompt? Let us know down below or tweet us at Seasonathon. And until next time, guys, always be fabulously yourself. Oh boy!